What is up, y'all? It's Drifter from Drift Legacy. Yes, I did change it back to Drift Legacy, not Team Legacy, and there is a reason for that I want to be discussing in this video and also talking about some things, man. It's just been on my mind lately. Sorry for not posting as much as I should, but I do want to make my YouTube channel, solely racing games, man. I'll be posting clips from Forza Horizon now that I've actually figured out how to record a little bit better on my Xbox One. But I'll be making other random videos, some vlogs and stuff like that. Anyway, this is kind of gonna be like just a tour of my ship and like my Warframe build on Warframe. It's nothing special because I do consider myself kind of a noob on this game. Getting invites from people. But anyway, the reason why I decided to go back to Drift Legacy, man, is just here lately, man, like I've just been getting irritated, man, with games, other games, and like certain aspects that come along with those games. Like I'm not really gonna get fully into that, man, but I'm gonna go back to my roots. Like what basically actually, like got the whole Team Legacy thing started, man, and that was like racing. Maybe once Craig Hastings 3 like finally drops, I could take that jump back to Team Legacy. But right now, man, like my main focus is racing games, and maybe putting a little bit of time into Warframe, 2-3 hours a day or something like that, man. Like, I'm not super hardcore or grindy on this game right now, but something that's been on my mind lately is, just things, that happens, along with like friendships, relationships, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with my relationship, man. Like, it's going good. I just wanted to state that. But as far as friendships, like when you're gaming online, man, like some of the people you meet, you actually get attached to, man, and like some of the people that you meet, man, actually become really close friends to you, man. And like throughout the years of gaming, you'll have people that'll just up and drop you and like give you no apparent reason for it whatsoever. Or you'll have shit, to where like people that you game with, are more interested in your actual real social life than they are, it's just like knowing you as like a online gaming persona or whatever like that, man. That can also fuck up your online gaming relationship, man. But it's for me, man, like some of the people that I've met online, man, like I actually do consider family and I treat them as such. And then it's like other people that you meet online are just people that you socialize with and that you game with. And it's kind of fucked up, man, like losing people, that you consider friends or family, like online that you've met. But it happens. And the only thing I can say to that is, don't get overly attached to people that you game with, man. Like, I mean, it's kind of fucked up to say, but at the same time, it's kind of true because shit happens, and it's no way, to like take things back that were said or actions, that, were done or whatever like that, man. But I kind of don't want to get into, things, man, but it's kind of fucked up, when you try to be the bigger person, admit that you were wrong, admit that you said some things that you shouldn't have said or done some things that you shouldn't have done, that you were the asshole, and then you have certain people that always want to play the victim and act like, nothing they did or said was wrong. It's just kind of stupid, man. And people like that, you just basically need to push away, get out of your life, and get done with the negativity. And me personally, man, like that's what I want to strive for. Like recently here, I felt like, I was being held down, had a lot of setbacks and stuff like that, man. It was super depressing, man. Like, I mean, it really was, man. Like, I mean, I felt like every time it seemed like, I was gaining a foothold, that it would just be swept from underneath of me, and it's like, you take one step forward, but yet I was taking 2 steps back, and it's like I couldn't never get past that. you know, like it's been a whole lot of messed up things, you know, that's happened in my life, man. Like losing my uncle, you know, when he was probably one of my biggest influences in life, man, that supported me the most with everything that I did. You know, same thing with my ex. And it's like once they passed away, you know, and I was staying with my parents, man, like I just fell into a deep depression, really didn't want to do anything. You know, luckily for me, man, like I found ways to basically deal with that, you know, like paintball and gaming actually pretty much, you know, helped me quite a bit because I was able to socialize with people online. And then once I gained their trust, you know, just tell them, you know, about things that happened in my life, and it actually does help to talk about it. But here recently, man, you know, like I'm actually doing better, man. Like I actually made a fairly decent decision in life, you know, to actually put my foot out the door and get myself a better position and better foothold, you know, with the things that I wanted to do, man. Because at one time, you know, I was into BMX, was actually pretty good. Um, had some opportunities that basically got just shut down, man, and that basically pushed me out of the sport, you know, to where like I didn't even want to, you know, get back on a bike or, you know, be anything involved into that, man. But like now, you know, with like where I'm staying, man, like I can do things that I want to do, you know, and it's pretty cool, you know. And it's like people support me more, you know, and it's like I don't have to worry about, you know, like if I need something or if I want something, you know, it's like, oh, do I have the money for this? Do I have the money for that? You know, like I'm not saying that I'm rich, like no way am I rich, you know, but I'm more financially stable or rounded or whatever, man, like you want to say. But anyway, not hitting on that point, man, you know, and enough about me, man. It's just a little tour of my ship, man. Nothing, like I said, nothing special, you know. I do have like a few decorations and, you know, whatnot. Anyway, these things right here, they're Ayatin treasures or sculptures or whatnot. You can find these with inside certain missions. I'm not really sure on the like planet location or the missions you can find them in, but I found all but one just from doing missions. I'm pretty sure if you play Warframe a lot, you probably know what I'm talking about. If not, just when you're playing missions, man, like explore. Like I know there's a lot of people on here, you know, especially quote unquote veteran players that don't explore. They just want to speed run the mission, get to the end of the damn point, you know, and get the mission done as fast as possible. And there's people that play other games like that, and it irritates the living fuck out of me when people play games like that. Like it seriously does. You know, like I'm sorry, you know, like if I'm in your squad on this game and I'm taking my time and I'm exploring and I'm looting every fucking thing, but hey, that's what I do. This is a fucking looting game, and I'm gonna loot shit and I'm gonna fucking look for it unless I feel like I have plenty of the material that's offered from that section, or like the mission's a pain in the ass or something like that, and I do want to get it done, then yeah, okay, speed run the shit. But other than that, take your damn time, kill the enemies, look around, you never know what you might find. But there is another way to get to these, man. You just go, I believe it's called like Meso's Bazaar or some shit like that, and you can actually talk to the lady there and have a chance to run around and look for these. But just finding them in the missions is a lot fucking easier. But they do look cool, I will say that. They do look pretty cool. But there is some decorations that I actually, yes, did pay platinum for. Don't worry, none of these decorations but one was actually bought with real money that I spent platinum on, and that's the little lotus statue. All the rest of these, like all these posters, the little Oracle Cell thing and stuff like that, were bought just from farming in the game, like prime junk, and then selling it, and yeah, for platinum. But anywho, on to my Warframe build. I am running a Rhino, not a Rhino Prime, but when you look at my stats, they're fairly decent. Stats for the Rhino: shields 1050, my energy's 300, my health is 660, my armor is 190, sprint speed is 123. I'm not sure if those are pretty good stats. I feel like the shield and the health is decent. I'll show you the mods that I have on my Warframe. Again, nothing special. I know that's the wrong polarity for the physique. I probably will put a form in that to change it later on. But anyway, if you matched, apparently if you put an aura card in an aura slot or a stance card in a stance slot for a weapon, it does increase the capacity that you're able to have on your Warframe, which I feel kind of dumb because I just figured it out like a couple of days ago or something like that. But anyway, normally when you put a standard Warframe is going to have 30 on the slots. Orokin Reactor increases it to 60. If you get one of these, and I'm guessing you match it, it will actually increase it. So that 5 would be a 10, so I would actually have 5 left over. So yeah, the ore is definitely worth it, and so is the stance if you want to build stronger Warframes. Also, I'll show you what I'm talking about on the Nakana. This is rank 2. Now, normally a standard weapon only has like 7 in the polarity slot or mod slot or whatever like that, but as you can see, I have a stance called Tranquil Cleave with the matching polarity that increased it to 10, so I was able to put 17 on. It took it up to 17 capacity, which was pretty cool. And then as you can see, you know, like you got the different melee combos or whatnot like that, man. And the Nakana is pretty good, man. Just a standard one. I can't wait to actually use the Dragon Nakana. But yeah, it had the Tranquil Cleave, which gives, you know, stance powerful arcs with frenzied combos. I have pressure points for melee damage, shattering impact, which impact for melee attacks reduces enemy armor, which is actually pretty damn decent because a lot of enemies on here do have armor. And then organ shatter, which is critical damage. And I'm not sure what other kind of crap I'm going to put on this once it's actually fully built. Then I have one of my main weapons, the Baltar Prime. I'll show you the Prime weapons that I do have. Baltar, Burston, and Paris. Baltar and Baltar and Paris being my 2 favorite that I do have. The Burston Prime is just, it's okay, like against low-level enemies, I guess, man, with the burst fire. But as far as like doing void missions or something like that, Baltar is my go-to, and then Paris Prime, like if I'm doing exterminations, you just want to bullshit around and have fun. And I do have like the regular Soma, which is a pretty good gun. I do want the Soma Prime, and hopefully I can actually maybe farm it out or whatever, man. But Baltar is definitely my go-to weapon for the void, or you know, just for some of the somewhat higher tier levels, man. Baltar is pretty decent. And yeah, Paris is, well, Paris, it's a fucking beast of a bow. But yeah, anyway, man, that's my Warframe. It's kind of a half-ass look at the build that I have and whatnot. But oh, for those of you who may not know, man, I'm pretty sure you do, but if you're wondering how you get Prime weapons now, it's not really technically through the void. They have these things called fisher missions, not fishers, where basically you need relics. And you know, you can see right here, man, like each relic has a different like Prime parts that you can get. Obviously the top 3 is going to be the better chance, the lower 3 is going to be the lower chance, but you can select a relic and increase the chance, you know, of getting some of the higher end stuff. You know, there's 4 different tiers, Lith being the easiest, Axie being the highest. And you know, like you just farm out a bunch of these from doing different defense missions on different planets. And basically, yeah, just farm for Prime shit. If it's, that's my phone in the background, holy crap, that's loud. Stuff that you don't want, like I said, you can sell it for Prime junk. You know, be like, you know, willing to sell Prime junk, you know, or something like that, and see if anyone's gonna offer it up. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.